As far back as I can remember, I remember my 8th grade teacher talking about a conversation he had, and I'm talking about back in the 1940s, conversation he had with a young lady, and it was just a sort of a casual conversation, not having much to do with, he was an English teacher, not much to do with the English class, but just a kind of a personal conversation that he said he recounted with a young lady, a student, once. And he said that they were talking about this young fella who she said was her boyfriend, and she said, but she was going to get rid of him because of 2 words. He was too nice. And my English teacher presented that to the class. How can a fella be too nice? All right? But I understood it immediately, even back then. I'm talking about the 1940s. Why? Because the culture of white supremacy says, hey, be a thug. Because the system of white supremacy itself is a thug principle. It's a gangster principle. It's organized crime.
Yes.
So it's all about putting down people, killing people, talking in a derogatory manner about people. Nothing decent at all. You run away from anything. See, we have all been poisoned that way. So for what the gentleman who is calling in now is saying, that's the natural order of things in the system of white supremacy. Turn on any television program. When I first started reading, I was reading what? Comic books. But I was reading what? I was reading about a person getting a knot on their head. Somebody hitting somebody over the head with a skillet. All right? Or it was cartoons that's supposed to be funny, but people were doing harm to people. Most of the cartoon heroes are what? People who are dealing with violence. Violence everywhere. I understand the first copy, edition, of what we call Superman is selling for millions.
Wow.
Way up in the millions.
Yes.
Yeah, if you can get a first edition.
Okay.
And he's tossing a car up in there, I believe.